Was he grinding and thrusting or something, or just the noise? I'm Gwyneth Paltrow.
Okay. You French fried when you should have pizza sliced.
Hey guys, am I gonna get to grind on Paltrow here in the courtroom?
Your Honor, let's have Mr. Sanderson. He's here. Let's have him come.
I don't want to. We're not going to reenact what happened. I think
He was groaning and grunting in a very disturbing way.
Gwyneth, would you like some sausage? Gwyneth, would you like some sausage?
Do you mind stepping down and us kind of acting this out a little bit?
What was that stuff with Gwyneth Paltrow and getting molested from behind?
All right, so let's talk about that day after I get a drink.
Okay. I'll have one as well.
I'll have one as well.
I do, thank you.
Great.
Is that a mega pint of water?
A mega pint.
You're skiing that day. My understanding, it was a nice conditions, beautiful day.
It's a beautiful day.
Yes.
Yes, sorry. And Deer Valley, we know that Deer Valley is always immaculately groomed.
I love Deer Valley.
Good conditions on the slopes.
Good conditions.
All right. You were skiing that day with your daughter, Apple, correct?
Yes.
Moses.
Mm-hmm. My son.
Yeah, I'm Gwyneth Paltrow. I named my kids Apple and Moses. And if I had more kids, I would name them Tostitos and Tanqueray Gin. Tanqueray Gin's really good.
Current husband.
Correct.
All right. And his 2 children.
That's right.
Right. And the day of the collision, I think you had been to Deer Valley twice prior to that
I believe so.
time? Okay. And this was the first day of your ski trip.
I think that's correct.
Okay. The children, all 4 of them, had lessons during that trip.
That's right.
Okay. Would you agree that those lessons were fairly expensive?
They were.
Okay. Do you remember about how much they were?
I would have to check. Whatever the Deer Valley rate is what we paid.
Okay.
Really?
Let me know if this is about right. At least from what I saw in your deposition, the total bill was around $8,980. Does that sound about right for 4?
I think that misstates the evidence. I think that was for both families.
For 4 kids.
I would honestly have to check.
Okay. All right.
$8,900, did she say, for skiing? There are people in the States that don't get that kind of income in an entire year.
That's fine.
But it's very expensive.
Very expensive.
Very.
Right. And then tips on top of that.
Yes.
Okay. And I'm
Tip,
assuming,
come on, let's go.
and you're under oath here, that you're a good tipper.
Yes.
Okay. Fantastic. I wouldn't expect anything less. I mean, I'm a mom, right? I've got a couple kids, actually about your age, and one of them, not your age, your daughter's age. Sorry, I'm not that old. When my kids are around, I kind of behave myself a little bit.
Better than you, Gwyneth.
I've always been very open and honest
wino.
with my kids, and I think, they know me very well.
Right. And would you agree that you have engaged in risky behavior with your children present?
Your Honor, may we approach?
sure.
That's a pro.
Let's talk about as you're skiing down. Apple, we've talked about she was 11. Moses was 9.
Moses was like
Did your
9,000
children,
maybe.
when they were skiing
Oh,
or
3,000.
doing anything that kids do, like to ask you to watch them?
Not that I recall on that day.
Okay.
I mean,
Do you remember testifying that on that day?
Testify,
That's
Moses.
exactly what did happen?
I don't remember.
All right, and I'll show you your deposition in just a second. So in fact, you remember the deposition, right?
Yes.
It was actually during 2020. It was during COVID.
Yes.
So it was via Zoom. We've never actually met in person. It was kind of on the video deposition, being played just a portion of Apple's instructor, Carrie Oakes, her deposition, wherein she said that, yes, Moses was saying, "Mommy, mommy, watch me."
You always
That she
listen
was
to
saying-
Moses.
I don't remember that
The objection said vague as to time.
yes.
Yes. And then how did you respond?
I said I can still watch my children ski and be skied directly into my back by someone.
Whoa! And be skied directly into my back by someone.
Exactly. So you were watching your children when you allege that you were skied directly into your back by someone?
My daughter was down the hill. My son was to my left, so I was skiing. My eyes were not fixated only on my son when Mr. Sanderson skied directly into my back.
Okay. And so when Miss Oakes, who's going to testify next week, said that your son Moses was saying, "Mommy, mommy, watch me," that's who you were watching, right?
That's vague as to time, Your Honor.
Right,
And it
yes.
just overruled, go ahead.
Thank you.
Sorry, what was the
Yeah.
question?
When Moses is saying, "Mommy, mommy, watch me," that's who you were looking at when you were when you were skied directly into your back.
I do not recall Moses saying, "Mommy, mommy, watch me" on the ski slope.
That could be lyrics for a song, maybe.
9-year-old, did he want more attention to have somebody watch them rather than 11?
Not necessarily.
Okay. Moses was skiing above you, though, right?
Moses is skiing above people always.
I was on the right. He was, oops, sorry.
Oops, sorry.
"Mommy, mommy, watch me" on the ski slope.
Make sure that I got this all right.
Whoa.
I didn't know if it was an intentional assault of a sexual nature.
Right.
Okay. Was he grinding and thrusting or something, or just the
What?
noises? What made you think it was a sexual assault?
So that was a quick thought that went through my head when I was trying to reconcile what was happening. I was skiing and two skis came between my skis, forcing
that's
my
the
legs
worst
apart,
when two
and
skis.
then there was
I
a
have
body
s-
pressing against me, and there was a very strange grunting noise.
Okay. It's like you come right behind somebody like, like I don't even know how that works. "I'm going to take you as we skid."
So my brain was trying to make sense of what was happening. I thought, is this a practical joke? Is someone like doing something perverted? This is really, really strange. My mind was going very, very quickly, and I was trying to ascertain what was happening.
Okay. And I think you said, I didn't know if it was an accident, but he was groaning and grunting in a very disturbing way.
Yes, there was a sort of groan coming out of his mouth.
Gwyneth, would you like some sausage? Gwyneth, would you like some sausage?
Okay. Then you said, I froze.
Yes,
We kept skiing.
right.
We went to the right.
We did the hokey pokey
Yes.
and
We came crashing down together.
That's right.
Okay. You said this man was behind me on the mountain. My knee and our skis were still sort of tangled up.
He was behind me on the mountain. Our skis were sort of tangled up.
Yes.
Is that yes?
Yes, sorry.
Our bodies were almost spooning, and I moved away quickly.
Yes.
Battery.
And
knew I
my
should've
knee
thought.
splayed open, and I was completely in shock.
Yes.
Okay. Would you mind stepping down and us kind of acting this out a little bit so I could get a good feel?
Acting this out.
Can we approach, Your
Let's-
Honor?
Sure.
Yeah, we're gonna act out this part where this guy sort of almost kind of pervertedly comes up behind you. He's not raping you or touching you, but he's right up touching you while you're skiing and groaning. The very guy that somehow you guys crashed, that he has the head injury. He was mad about the goop pills. He was like, "Gwyneth, I tried your goop pills and I'm very dissatisfied with them. My vagina." They're not pills.
I am going to try and be both you and Mr. Sanderson at the
What?
same time.
Let's
Fair.
have Bob. Bob can be.
Your Honor, let's have Mr. Sanderson. He's here. Let's have him come
I don't want to, we're not going to reenact what happened. I think you can ask questions, and
Yes.
if you want to stand and move around in order to help
Perfect.
you with those questions, you can do that, but that's as far as.
It's like we have Mr. Sanderson, the actual defendant. He can be like, "Hey, Gwyneth, I'll act with you." Okay, so I come up behind you. Oh, yeah.
May I ask how tall you are?
I'm just under 5'10".
Okay. I am so jealous.
I think
'cause
I'm so jealous of
All right,
Gwen Stefani, or Gwyneth
as
Paltrow.
of right now, I'm Gwyneth Paltrow.
Okay.
I'm Gwyneth Paltrow.
I'm
She
skiing
wants
down.
to be
Can
Gwyneth
you tell me with
Paltrow.
my legs?
She's
I
a
don't
defense
know.
lawyer or
Again,
what?
I'm not much of a skier. Are you snow plowing? Are you parallel? Kind of
You French fried when you should have pizza sliced.
this. I can do this.
Not snow plowing, just
Okay.
skis.
All right.
It's hard for me to see where you're standing.
May she come down just to see?
You can.
Is that
go to where
okay?
you can see better, or you can walk further forward, Ms. Van
Oh,
Orn.
sure. Great. No problem. All right, so,
Well, not, but the jury can't see that.
The jury, you can go ahead and stand or move wherever you feel you need to see what's going on here.
all right,
This
so
is getting weird here.
are my
It
feet
will be
oriented
anyway.
correctly?
Watch.
Yes.
Go ahead and tell me how to move them.
I think, skiing down, going to the right.
Okay, so
Okay,
about,
probably a little bit further apart.
okay, about like that?
And then 2 skis slide slowly between my skis.
All right, so my feet are about, what, a foot apart? Would you say 18 inches?
Probably.
Okay, and you believe that 2 skis slid right between?
That is correct.
Okay.
Oh my
And
God,
so
when skis slid
all of a
between,
sudden you
that's-
see these 2 skis coming in between your
Yes.
legs. I would have freaked out too.
And I did.
Okay, so
Oh,
so
comes
the
something.
skis are coming. How far did the skis get in between your legs before you guys fell?
His body pressed up into my back.
Okay.
So I froze. I don't know exactly how far the skis would have come
camera's
through.
done.
Okay.
Because then I noticed his body pressing against my back.
Okay.
And then it was probably a few good seconds, and then we fell to the right. Somebody must have caught an edge.
Okay. So when you froze and you're skiing together, I think you said at one point it was like you were spooning.
Well, when we fell down, we fell. I fell on his body. He fell on the ground. And so it was kind of like a spoon on the ground.
Hey guys, am I gonna get to grind on Paltrow here in the
I think it's
courtroom?
fine.
Don't worry about it, buddy.
Okay.
She's just a slut anyways.
Well, now that Mr. Sanderson is here, and I don't need you to do anything, Terry, but just for comparison's sake, I'm in my heels. We're about the same height, about 5'5" with heels.
It's roughly.
Oh, tell me I'm taller, please. Okay, we've got Mr. Sanderson that's about 5'5" that comes in back of you, and you said that you felt something huge. What was your word
No,
behind
just
you?
a big
A big
body.
body. All right. And was it just the front of his body that touched the back of your body?
I couldn't see in the back of my head.
Sure.
What was that? Oh no. What happened there? Oh, Jesse fell there. Okay, so our audio's out. We're on to this now. Screen recorder could not access. Oh man, everything's running out.